Plaintiff Brittany Cooper says she and the defendant are identical twin sisters, and when they were younger, they were put into separate foster care homes. Brittany claims they were reunited when they were 12, and since then, the only thing they can't agree on is men. Brittany's suing her twin sister for unpaid rent. Defendant Ashley Cooper says Brittany is the evil twin. And although she admits that she hasn't always made the best decisions when it comes to men, she feels as though Brittany could have been more supportive. Ashley's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Basically, we have that twin power. We have a close bond. We've always been close. We didn't have the perfect childhood. We're in foster care. We lost our mother at 5.
How many years?
And at the age of 8, we went into foster care and they separated us. And at that time, I was distraught. I didn't know what I was going to do. And we was reunited maybe at 12 or 13. And I feel like I got my best friend back.
Good. And where did you all stay when you were reunited?
With our maternal grandparents.
Okay, good.
Right. And other than that, we have everything. We have a good little thing going. The only thing we don't agree on is men. Like, I want somebody who's gonna love and respect me and give me what I deserve. And when it comes to her, she's okay with just having somebody cheat on her and lie and just go through the emotions. And I try to help her with that. And that's kind of where we clash with men.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like for instance, she won't pay her bills. She'll rather pay a man's phone bill than pay her electric bill.
Okay, she'd rather give a man some money than to take care of her own bill.
Right. You have your own responsibility, so that kind of affects us.
You want to talk about any of this?
Yeah, I'm going to start by saying this. There's a good twin, there's a bad twin, and there's an evil twin. She's the evil twin, okay? You know, even though, you know, I probably have not chose the best people in my relationship, you know, I always still treat her like she comes first. You know, she's never been like the person to be supportive. You know, okay, I'm with somebody that you don't like. Okay, still support me. Still be nice and respectful to them. You know, she'll come in, hey, you know, to him. You know, it's vice versa when she's with somebody. She can get in an argument with them that day and tell me about it. I'm not gonna treat him no different. I'm gonna still be nice to him. But with her, she's not like that. She's gonna have an attitude, hold a grudge.
Not only does she judge your relationship, she reacts to that judgment.
And they'll make me and her clash.
If it affects me, I will. Yes, I will.
How does it affect you?
When you can't pay your bills and I'm picking up your slack.
There you go. Have you in the past paid the bill of one of your guy friends when you weren't able to pay your own bill?
I probably would be left with no money, you know, making sure I pay my bills and pay his stuff, pay that stuff. Yeah, maybe that is true, but just not to pay the bill, period,
You'll pay his bill and be broke. That's
what I'll be. I'll just be broke. And she'll be like, well, you should have money.
Why should we have to live like that?
Well, it's still,
you come first.
My bills still got paid though, will get paid. I mean, I had no money, but they still get paid.
How often are you broke because you give your money to men?
Ooh.
That much?
No, not that much. It's been times where, it happens a lot, but like I said, my bills are paid. I'd rather have my bills paid than I have no money, period.
You're broke and he has money.
No, he don't have no money. That's why I pay it for him.
That's game. That man has money.
Yeah.
If he's always broke, I'm with her.
He's broke.
You can't always be broke. But man, I understand that you can help your man, or you should perhaps help your man if you got a real relationship from time to time. But if he's always needing your financial help,
right.
I don't know. I might be with her. It's just, if I was your twin, I would get a little bit out of shape with him as well. I would think he's using my sister. And so I wouldn't like him. I wouldn't like anybody that uses my sister. If it's a man using my daughter, the first thing I do is talk to him.
Right.
With my security sitting there. But then I would fall out with him if he continues to use my daughter. If he changes, then I'll embrace him.
Right.
And even help him find a job. But if it appears the way he's coming off to me, he's using my daughter, then we'll have a problem. And I would dislike him, like your sister dislikes this guy who sounds like, in my opinion, is using you. If you always have to get this man money. Anything else you want to tell me before we get to the rent?
You summed it up.
Talking about you can pay your bills. She's suing you for rent.
Yeah, that's the reason.
You giving your money away to a man and you can't even pay your rent.
It's the reason. And what she failed to mention is, it's not like that now. Now everything, I am married to this man, and we have found a way to grow.
Good.
Now before, yes, he was doing what he was doing, cheating. I mean, but we got it together. Now he's on a track where I understand. So she holds his past against him.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying? That's what she failed to she mentioned.
Okay, I didn't hear that part. All right, go ahead. Let me hear about the rent. How does she owe you for it?
We decided to get a place together.
When?
A 3-bedroom, March 2014. We got a year lease. She has children, so we decided to get it together, and everything was going good until she.
How much was the rent?
$2,000 a month.
$2,000.
It was fully furnished, stainless steel. Everything was nice.
What was her share though?
$1,000 a month.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And everything was great until she got involved with this gentleman. And I just started seeing things where he had just come in and just, anytime you see somebody who does not live there for days at a time, just lounging.
We got all that, ma'am. She's married to him now. So if you win, he has to pay part of this judgment too, because it's joint assets now.
Right. So we got the apartment. I'm sorry, we got the home, and I guess it became overwhelming because we started arguing and fighting, and I went out of town. I stayed for a little over a week.
What do you mean by fighting? Physically?
No, never. Altercations, verbal altercations.
All right, got it.
And so I went out of town, and I was gone for maybe a little over a week, and I came back, and she was gone. Everything was packed up.
No notice?
No notice, no nothing. No 30-day notice,
month?
no notification. That was in November.
All right. And did you all discuss her continuing to pay because you had a lease together?
When I spoke with her, she didn't answer the phone because she knew what she had done. It was probably maybe like a week or two. I'm used to talking to her 24/7, so the fact that I already knew she felt like she did something wrong because she didn't answer the phone. So when I got on the phone with her, maybe in 2 weeks, what? I didn't do nothing? You'll be okay, you'll be okay. So it was all kind of excuses. So I was like, well, are you gonna pay anything? Because be mindful tax time was coming up. So I said, okay, well, can you throw me a little something? If I can.
Hadn't given you a dime?
No, haven't given me anything.
Ma'am, what do you say to this?
I told Brittany almost every day towards the time when I was going to move out. I used to say, all the time, it's going to come to an end. I have to leave. I want to start a family. The normal thing what normal people do. I want to start a family. And
let's start from the beginning, and that is, did you all start sharing the rent March of 2014,
yes.
And was that the agreement?
Yes.
All right. You had an agreement to stay there for a year and split the rent. Mm-hmm. And then you got religion about moving in with this man who was taking your money.
Did.
All right. When did you determine you wanted to move? In
the beginning of November. I think it was like the last time he came over, and Brittany came in. She must have got into it. She must have was upset before she came in the house because she came in just throwing stuff.
She said, "What my rent?"
No, this is, but before I moved out,
okay.
The last time the altercation, I had told her, I can't live like this. You got an attitude when he come in all the time. You don't know how to talk to nobody, and I'm not the kind of person that just like to sit there. I got feelings just like you do.
Okay. And you were paid up on your rent at that point.
Correct. I was
you
paying
were
on time.
always paid up on your rent.
Correct.
So I can bring whoever I want over as long as it's not disrupting your quiet enjoyment of your home.
Yeah, but I think she got upset because, one day start turning to like 6 days out the week. I want to see him.
He started staying overnight 6 days a week?
Yeah, I like seeing him.
Well, it's unfair to her. So, yeah, that is something that would upset someone. And what happened? You moved and you say you told her. What did she say when you told her all these times you were moving? What did she say?
Girl, whatever. I don't hear that.
She didn't say that's fine.
No, she didn't say that. She said
right, well then, yeah.
But she did say, when I told her I want to start a family, she was like, we'll still always be cool. You my twin sister. We always gonna have that bond.
Yeah, I agree. Won't you still be cool?
After that year, yeah. When that lease over with, we'll be good.
But what about this money?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was the other way around, and
if,
yeah,
she wants her money.
And she knew that I was that I knew she had a relationship.
How does she owe you $1,000? You stuttering around. You owe her money.
Brittany is very abusive, and I mean verbally. She will make you feel like, oh my God, I just got to go on a hideout.
Give me some specific incidents.
Me and Brittany got upset. I don't know why she was upset at me about something. We went home, and when Brittany says something, she wants it her way or no way. And her opinion is what matters. So whatever you say, it means nothing.
What
she
did
jumped
she
on me.
do?
She jumped on me.
Physically?
She broke my foot.
When?
This was the beginning of that year. She broke my foot.
Did you?
My foot is still broken. I can show you. My foot is still broken. And she make jokes.
I don't want to see your feet. Because
What I'm saying is she make jokes about it. She make jokes about it.
I don't want to see no ugly feet. If it's broke, it's broke. You said it's still
But
broke.
you can't tell. It's pretty. You can't
whatever
tell.
you said, I can show you mine.
What I'm saying is she make jokes about it to this day. Like, your
she
feet
said
ugly.
she didn't do it, ma'am. You got any evidence that she did it?
No.
Anything else?
No.
All right. She is so adamant that she didn't do anything. I don't know who to believe. Now, I'm not saying you're lying, but you have the burden of proving it, and you haven't proved it. All right, so I'm going to have to dismiss your claim for $1,000, and I'm going to have to grant her $4,000 because your only defense to the rent is that you all will always be cool.
We will.
And you will, all right? After you pay that $4,000. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
No hard feelings whatsoever. Just, never go into business with your family. Never live with your family member. Ever.
Well, I love her. I really don't care. I just want to give Doyle a hug. That's what I really wanted to do. Okay.